kinds of statements I don't expect to hear from a senior government official. And he's a man I tend to respect because he's a hardworking individual and he knows his onions when it comes nearing what's construction and things like that. So I have a lot of respect for him. But particularly, I felt offended by that statement because I've said it on this program several. I detest the dog whistling of an entire ethnic group in Nigeria. And let's call it spade what it is. It's becoming one too many that we want to consistently and continuously scapegoat the Igbo ethnic tribe in Nigeria, and it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable because there is a history of violence targeted at that since 1953 in our country. Listen, Caesar, a meeting was held in Lagos, not necessarily in Parliament. Anthony Nahuru moved a motion for the independence of Nigeria. The North opposed that motion. And at the train station, when they were going back to their constituents, they met a crowd that was essentially mocking them. They got back to the North. Chief Akintola led a tour across the North, to campaign essentially for the independence, to rally the North in support of Nigerian independence. Guess what happened after that? Riots broke out in northern parts of Nigeria, particularly in Kanu, where over 240 people were massacred. Were they the ones that demanded for Nigeria to have an independence at that time? In 1966, particularly in May, months before the Civil War happened, thousands of them were massacred across northern cities, and they had to flee to the east for safety because thousands of them were indiscriminately killed for what they knew nothing about, right? So let's not even talk about the Civil War and the hundreds of thousands that were massacred, and the fact that after 1970, this entire ethnic group had to start from the scratch again to begin to build their lives. And look at what they have done since 1970. A group that left or started from nothing, went to Bauchi, went to Kano, went to Meduguri, went to Akure, went to Ogun State. And look what they have built in 40 years of hard work, grit, and no support from the federal
Kenny's Wilfred.
What we consistently and continuously do is to signal hate, hatred, and violence against people. And this thing has to stop.
I think this video needs to still be in this place. I need to know better this video too, because that's very important to me. Let me bring it. That you're going to Cuckoo, Gadanyamisi. Danyamisi. Yam. Ngarem David. The topic is what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's fate? And the Igbo and our land is set to be taken over by the fulanis. Inaya Dega for the topic. Daalụkwanụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke, kene nwaanyị, wee sị ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Asị m mmiri ata na m azụ anwụ na nke onye chiri onye azụ elu. Ekene m onye ukwu, kene onye nta. Ama m na voice m na-apụta ọfụma because emut bụ m onwe m before. Voice m na-apụta. Godwin oke ọga, ekenekwa m gị. Ngere m David ndewo. Kenis Wilfred, I think. Ekenekwa m gị. Voice m na-apụtakwa ọfụma biko ọ bụ na voice m na-apụta na-eme ka mmalụ biko. Let me confirm if my voice is coming out clear. Voice m na-apụta because o nwere. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kenis Wilfred. Daddy egosi na onwe gị na live broadcast na ịka bụ minor though. Ngwa so mo make. So mo make. Kuku. Daalụ. Ọ bụ na tata bụ izi na-esonyelu m. Onye na-anụ onye n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1 na Biafra land. Before ngaba n'ihe webete m ihe kpọm ju bata n'ụbọchị nke tata, enwere m this special announcement m chọrọ make very very urgent. So biko ọ bụrụ na ị nwere na ịnụ this very announcement, achọrọ m ka ịmala ewe ma ndị ga-eme type ya na their wall ma ndị ga-pass ya, ịmalụ ka ị ga-eji pass the message, pass ya ka o ruo our people ntị. Enwere m information na-reach my table now that na Nigerian DSS, Nigerian State Secret Service, can you later be Nigerian Secret Service, State Secret Service, abatago na Ukpo, Enugu Agidi, na Anambra State, and the mission ha bụ na the information na fairly the camping of Fulani herdsmen na Enugu Agidi, which na ha nwe release go information adago use all the security vigilantes, use all the security vigilantes iji wee deny ya that na enwelo Fulani their camp on Enugu Agidi. Information they reach now that na Nigerian DSS abatago na Enugu Agidi iji wee bịa na-ajụ people kedu onye leak the information, kedu ebe the information, and ha na-kidnap our people as I am speaking to you now in Enugu Agidi. Nigerian DSS launch go operation get them down, operation hold the people that leak that information, and ndị ha ga-eji wee na-achị ya nụ akwa the same ndị Igbo. So in other words, my message, can I know this message now? I want you, any person in Najigi question concerning anything, be careful on what you respond. Be careful on what you answer. Malifi neku, maludi katage na madona apa, maludi discussion, mobuna phone, mobuna group, mobuna anything in on ya. Know what you are discussing. Makana gocha gopu adilizi. Makagini. Akamo di ocha enwekwa ike ọ bụ na ịma dịzi ndụ wee prove onye nwee ike dịzie ndụ. So ihe nji pass this information bụ ka be aware, and for the Nigerian DSS and Nigerian Boko Haram in security uniform, I want to sound this warning to you people. We are IPOB. We are everywhere. We are sophisticated. We do whatever we want to do and we go scot-free. Know this and know peace. No amount of intimidation, no amount of wreaking havoc against our people that can make us to step 1 inch backward. We have come, and we must finish what we have started. We are on a journey of Biafra restoration. So we expect things like this to happen in this journey. We know that the journey is not a soft journey, it's not an easy task, it's not an easy journey. We are prepared. The more you do, the harder we come. The harder you think you can come, the harder we come, because your hardness and your whatever you think you have is a soft landing for IPOB and every one of us who are prepared and we are ready to chase every of your bringings, your doings. Will bring you to your knees. I want you people to understand that Biafra restoration is a sacrosanct, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom is non-negotiable. is also a sacrosanct. So most of you that are Ndibo, Nigerian DSS are using, I want you to pay attention. Don't wake Akananti, because when the enemies use you against your people, the enemy will turn back and take your own life, because your people will not be there to defend you. Never you allow your enemy to use you against your people. Anything Anambra environment, know it that Fulani is your enemy. Your first enemy is Fulani. Don't harbor them for any reason. And for indigenous security, I think both all of you, many of you don't have sense. So you prefer to work for Fulani because of the change at Ezenobo give you people. Your futures. It's very shameful. I'm going to go show you different videos today, so that some of you will see the work of your fellow securities from other side. Let me check if this video is here. Now, before having said that, before Bayana, the main topic, you put them here today. Once again, my name is MAP Eziokubundo, one in Biafra land. Invite your friend, Bondo Zosihana Mazi Adago, Kobia Bowalu Gako Ibon Sube. Kantiwenya Kosi Adi, because I never kuche and I konya Kosi, I am not here to kude. We don't pamper West. I am at the meaning of freedom. I went to strike, went to keep quiet, and went to talk. And I tell here, Kaidana Megi Kidia like Yani, how you will love me and how you will, I will become your favorite. Then I will lose my voice. Omo can about MAP is Lokubundo one, Biafra land. Now, the topic today is let me greet the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The breeze that you can see. Okay, Mauneti only Ofumba Jenem of load. Wakanabanu Dumiri. Obatobie. Ekenemgi. We're saying Gadi Kechi Makanecha da Guagu. Igadi isi mmiri maka na isi mmiri ada ata. Wee sị onye ọbụla ntịelu gị echiche ọjọọ, ihe ọjọọ ga-abịa onye ahụ. Ihe ọjọọ ga-akpọ onye ahụ izu. Onye sị na ị ga-aṅụchu, onye ahụ were anazi elu mmiri. Anya abịago, asị m na ị ga-adị ka echi. Ị ga-eje wee pụta n'ike na ebube. Nwere ihe ga-eme gị. Ise. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Just a minute. Mada Abuchi, ekenekwa m gị. We are all, thank you, ndewo Chineke. Now, here. We are here to preach the gospel truth, the gospel of Biafra restoration. What is the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and why our land is said to be taken over by the Fulanis? One, what is the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under Dintanyako, and why our land is said to be taken over by the Fulanis? Chedi Michael Ekenemgi. Now, these two topics, Kaibuluzo handle the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been kidnapped since 2021. And as I'm speaking to you now, and when any person a full details on which we kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything I na couple here say. The Nigerian government have not explained to the world or to us the procedures, the processes, how they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back home and they put him in DSS dungeon. That is point one. Point two is, what are the pressures that the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for? Get the pressure these people are putting to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed. Now, in the last court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that held on the 17th of April, 2024, Binta Nyako threatening in that very court that he will postpone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case to further notice. In other words, he will put black on the next court case, that there will be no date. In other words, Binta Nyako is threatening to remind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon until further notice, until But the question actually to every one of us here today is, why is Binta Nyako doing that thing? Is Binta Nyako acting based on his power, on her power as the judge handling the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is Binta Nyako doing this thing on her own personal interests? What prompted Binta Nyako to be acting the way she is acting today? When you ask yourself this question, you will now have a reason to make researches. Now, when I told you people that na balaka awo achihe na atazụ, and anaghị agwọ nwata anaghị agbaka agwọ nwata eze maka ịta alụ. Now, Binta Nyako is acting based on the pressure Nigeria government puts to her. Can I tell you something? There is something I want us to watch here. A lot of you don't know this, but I will bring it here. I want every one of you to read. Go here, not here. Alleged 29 billion fraud. EFCC rearraign ex-governor Nyako and son, Nyako's son. Now, in other words, Nigeria is now mounting pressure on Binta Nyako to make sure that it's either you jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or you just leave the case, let him be there. Because jailing him is like for him to even have access, some freedom, because he will be put to prison where some people will now come to visit him according to the thing. But being in DSS dungeon is more hard and the more mental tough. It's another punishment that is more heavier, more tougher, and more painful than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going to Kuje prison. So Nigeria government is now pressuring the Binta Nyako, Haji Binta Nyako Nonu, now torture. That is called what we call pressure. Using the case of her husband, who was the ex-governor, the former governor of Adamawa State, the money he embezzled under while he was a governor, and at that point he embezzled a lot of money. Also, her son involved in money laundering. Now, the federal government, knowing that there is no any woman, no matter how heartless you are, you must have that love for your husband and your son. You can do anything to free your husband and your son. They are now using that emotional blackmail and that of her son to blackmail Binta Nyako, to pressure Binta Nyako, to make sure that Binta Nyako will do the will of the Zoological Republic, because she cannot watch her son being jailed by another Igbo chief judge, because Binta Nyako's case is now handed over to Igbo person, so that when an Igbo person jailed her husband, because many of you don't understand the game, when an Igbo person jailed her husband and her son for the crime they committed, they will not say, okay, since you are pampering their brother, look at their brother have jailed your husband. without looking at you, without even considering you are the one handling their brother's case. Now you see how their brother now jail you, your husband and your wife. That is pressure coming for Binta Nyako. Is that you ask yourself, why didn't Nigeria government give the case of Binta Nyako to a Yoruba person? There is a lot of Yoruba people there. Why didn't Nigeria government give the case of Binta Nyako to a Fulani like Binta Nyako? But they did not do it. Hygienist Madok, I greet you. Emmanuel Egu, I greet you. Januaros, Ndianefo, Ekenekwamge. Now, the question you should ask yourself is, why didn't they hand over the case of Binta Nyako to these people? Now you see the pressure. You see what we call pressure in order for you to achieve. Remember that Binta Nyako is still the under Nigeria, serving under Nigeria. But they know that he has the right as a chief judge to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. And you cannot hold her for anything because she did her job. In order for her not to do the job, so that she will see something, she will know that if she do this, there is this punishment waiting for her. They now bring out old case, or when her husband was a governor, they now revisited that case again. And they remember, anytime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case gets more tough, is when they bring this case come out. Remember, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they wanted to grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail in 2017, they brought the same case out. After when they invaded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was nowhere to be found, and everybody were shouting, "Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?" This case died. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not in Nigeria, the case died silently again. Now the case they have revisited it. They have bring it out again. You understand what pressure is all about, knowing fully well that Binta Nyako cannot allow her husband and her son to spend the rest of their life in prison. And now the only way the Nigeria government wants the woman to free her husband by jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that brought me to the very topic. Why I bring this thing is a preamble, so that you will understand when I say you need a pressure to achieve what you want. You don't need to relax your hand because you have the people handling it. There are things you need to put in a place so that when you are making a demand, the people will be looking at what you will do, the actions that you may take. The people will be afraid of what will become if they take this step. That is why I say, what is the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the Binta Nyako? Nigeria government have already started pressuring Binta Nyako by taking this measure, because pressuring, when you mount pressure, is not all of a beg, not a beg, I beg. Pleading is not pressure. Pleading is a sign of weakness. Pleading is a sign of I am giving up. Pleading is a sign of I surrender. Please is a sign of you have won. It's a sign of defeat. You beg, you have considered defeat. And when you are begging, you don't have any right to give condition. Rather, you will wait for the opposition whom you are begging to give you the condition to accept your plea. Do you understand it? That is why I say we shouldn't beg for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Rather, we should demand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. And how can we demand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release? We must demand for a referendum, fight for referendum, Biafra restoration, because the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. You can only call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom by calling for Biafra restoration. Every action you need to take for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to gain his total freedom, it will be a call directed to Biafra restoration. There is nothing like a free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without Biafra restoration referendum. There is nothing calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. It's as useless as when calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom without Biafra restoration. It's as useless as you use condom, because call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Ask yourself, where will he be? without Biafra restoration? Is he safe in Biafra land when there is no freedom? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu safe in Igbo land? Take a look at what happened in 2017. Why, when he was granted bail, the Nigerian military in Boko Haram, Nigerian Boko Haram uniform in the military, they invaded his house. They go for his life. In other words, you see that he is not safe. Now, talk about, can he go back to UK? UK is the people holding Nigeria. UK is the people who masterminded the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stay freely without UK taking his own life in their own, with their missionaries? The answer is no. In other words, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not safe in the UK. Now, can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go to Israel? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot even go to Israel because Israel is at war with Iran, Lebanon, and Jordan. And at the same time, Israel is like a child to UK. Israel is being controlled by the UK. Israel relationship with UK is so massive that they cannot sacrifice their relationship with you because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That means cancel the area of this thing. Can you talk about America? America is just a puppet to UK. America is also doing the same thing. What of Kenya? Kenya is the place where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu run to, and they masterminded to even kidnap him without a due process. In other words, in all ramifications, there is no part of the country or part of the world that is safe for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu except the restoration of Biafra, where the security and everything will be under his command, that he will not come to his country without the interception of the Biafran security. That is the only truth you will know. And that is why I tell you, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration, because you cannot tell me you made a provision where you can keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu safe. Now, the question now is, what is the pressure are you people putting? The Nigeria have already showed you their plan. They have already mapped out their plan. What are you doing? Are we going to fold our hands and be writing a press release all the time? We are warning Nigeria government. If anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will point to ashes. Okay? I, MAP, have said it several times, and I repeat it again. If we wait, if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing we will do. We cannot do shit. Anything you know, that thing you can, you know, you have you are capable of doing. This is the right time to do it, because every of your action is justifiable. That time when you are talking, you check, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not yet dead, and there is so many fracas, there is so many brouhaha out there. Ask yourself, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no more, who will now give order? Who do you think that people will listen to? Do you think that people will listen to your own voice? You will become sabo to the masses. You will become pure sabo to the masses, and that will give the Nigerian government and the enemies more upper hand to create more chaos, more problem, that everywhere will be. We even to the extent that we can even leave the fulanis and start fighting ourselves. Many of you don't know this. I am telling you the bitter truth that you don't want to hear, and that is why I am different from others. That is why I am called MAP Ezioku Buntu. One, we tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. That is why I stand. Don't wait until something happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you fight for him. Because Morocco one mado kagule gusigi iyomi gemelo mu manwongi melo mianando nwe kene kankene. Or no, anything you are doing well after I am gone, okay, you are not doing it for me. You are doing it for yourself. Because you are just doing it for yourself. In other words, I am calling on every meaning Biafrans and Igbo man to ask a question. What are we doing? What pressure are we mounting to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed? Now, Ohaneze Igbo and the Igbo political leaders, these are the people mastermind what is happening to us, and we keep on listening to them. Before I proceed, let us listen to this video. I posted
Nnamdi
it, but I
Kanu,
think I have to make some
leader of
analysis.
the proscribed group, IPOB. He didn't take long for.
Now,
AIG, there are not a few who
pay attention. The person you are seeing here is the, I think, either the vice chairman or the chairman of the Interpol. Interpol is the police people that are in charge of deporting person from outside country. They work international. We call it international police people, international security. Like as I am in Italy, Nigeria want me to be, I should come back to the zoo. These are the people that need to communicate with Italian government through this agency. They will now work hand to hand. And after they find you guilty that, yes, I need to be taken back, the Italian government will hand me over to these people. These are the duty of these people. Now, this is how rendition function. You cannot just enter somebody's country and pick somebody there and go back to your country. Now, this man here is telling you that they have no knowledge. They are not aware. They don't know the procedures. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. A whole leader of indigenous people of Biafra. The world largest mass movement was kidnapped like a chicken, like ordinary fowl. And all of us are still here, yapping nonsense, claiming to be a hard man, lions and elephants, while our leader is in the hands of the enemy. You cannot take your lion and elephant to the enemy. We cannot do something for the people that are holding our leader to know that, yes, you are truly a lion. But when you talk to Mazi Nnamdi, you become a tiger, you become a leopard, you become one, you become one, you become one, you become a bunch, you become this, you become that. But your leader is in the hands of the enemy. You cannot unleash that what you are to your enemies, but you can have the nerves to come and threaten me. You are nothing but a foolish he-goat. That is why I don't respect some people that will say, you don't know who I am. Oga, who are you? Where is your leader? Who are you? If you are somebody and your leader is under captive, but you are not doing anything, Oga, you are nobody. If you are somebody, you should set the example with the real enemies, not threatening me because I did not agree with your own idea. If you are something monkey, you should vomit that fire. If you are that thing, vomit it to Nigeria government. Let us see it. Now, this man here, right here, is telling you that he has no knowledge. He don't know about the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question now is, why are the Ohanese Ndigbo cannot come up and say, now we need the full details. Tell us, how do you kidnap this man? Why can't the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering for, why do they keep silent and watch only him? That is why I tell you that the only freedom fighter I recognize now is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Eastern Security Network. The rest, the rest, prove me, quote me any that I will tell you this. Oga, the era of Ipotina, who you are, has come and gone. If you are somebody, Oga, let me see you dealing with the fulanis. Now, let us listen to this man. MAP, one in Biafra land. We are here to tell you the truth. We are not here to make lie. Who are you to like me? Your love, your love, will you give me money? Your love, will you cook for me? Will your love add anything to my pocket? Okay? Today your love, and I will tell you my truth. That is how I roll. Now listen.
Believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, he didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria, and he's facing justice now. That's why is this like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Did you hear that question? He told this man, he used Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said, the way the Nigerian Interpol and the other international Interpol, the way they grab the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, I will not add that idiotic prescription because you don't know the meaning of proscribe. Fulani is what? Is IPOB a terrorist? The answer is no. Now, listen to the response of the chairman of Interpol. Listen to what he responded. Because everyone, including me, thought before that it was Interpol that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back. But although these people have denied this thing before, but we didn't believe them. Now he have repeated the same thing again to tell you that he is sure of what he have said before. And he knows what he is saying. Now the question is, the people, the followers, and the brothers and sisters, the fathers and the uncles of the man that was kidnapped, what are they doing? Listen.
Believe me, I want to tell you, I don't know what you are talking about. All I know...
You seems not to know exactly.
Do you understand what he responded? Believe you me, I want to tell you that I don't know what you are talking about. I have no knowledge about what you are talking about. And what is he talking about? The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Interpol is now telling you that they don't know what you are talking about. In other words, they only had the news the same way all of us had it. Now ask yourself, who are the people that did the job? Who are the people? Listen.
What we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define the role of Interpol so that you can understand.
Okay.
Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't know I don't want to talk about issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol. But however, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped, we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with international communities. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were re-apprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of red notice, where a red notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for such international. It will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a red notice. On that red notice, we bring back the culprit to face justice because all the 196 countries will be looking.
Let us pause it there. Do you understand what this man said now? According to him, he said that the Interpol had no knowledge, knows nothing about the kidnap and the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question should be now, who are the people that involved in such international criminality? Because when you talk about law enforcement agency, who are the people? Did they prosecute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before in the Kenya court before renditioning him? What are the procedures? What are the processes? And yet, this man made this statement. The whole people of the East, the whole people of Biafra, the same people who are there, all of them keep silent. Nobody is asking questions about how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. In other words, we are now telling the world that we know nothing And we are always claiming to be this. We are claiming to know this, and we think we know it all. Do you understand? You now understand where I am going to and where I am coming from. Now, if we can keep silent without bumping and questioning and demanding for proper explanation how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and rendition, what make you think that if something happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will not be as confused as we are today? What make you think so? No, I asked you a question. What make you think that if something happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will not be confused as we are as of today? And maybe you will come here to tell Mazi, if you are confused, I am not confused. You are not confused. What are you doing? You are not confused for past 3 years. Can you give me details on how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was detained? You are not confused. Can you tell me for the past 3 years, Nigeria is playing with the life of your leader? You are waiting for something to happen before you will show me how strong you are. So you are praying for man. Any country you want to restore Biafra without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is that country you want to restore? That country can never come if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be part of it. Now tell me, where are the so-called Fulanis and the ocean and dam? I could remember in 2021, 2022, when all of you were shouting Mazi because I said this one thing. Those governors, senators like Patrick Ifeanyi that we always go to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why are they not talking today? Because there was no election coming. By the month of December now, when there will be an election in Anambra State, you will see Patrick Ifeanyi wearing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu clothes, and you will see Purumili in Africa, in South Africa, telling you, this is my senator. Why is your own senator not have visited? My senator is not that evil that we use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to campaign, because he has something to use to campaign. Where are the people that was speaking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu during the election, and when the ongoing seat at home was hitting everywhere? Where are the politicians that was going from one place to the other, telling us that they are working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be freed? Where are they today? All of them have gone mute. That is why I keep on saying it. That is why I keep on saying it. If we cannot make this Biafra restoration to connect every individual, whether market women, business people, civil servants, we are not yet serious. We are not yet serious. You need to make it to, it must affect everyone so that they will start speaking. Now we have lied down, we have stopped every of our actions, and they allow them. Where are they? Are you not hearing about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again? Are they still speaking again? Are they making any move again? How many times have you heard Patrick Ifeanyi coming to Channel TV, NTA, to broadcast, talking about how he is working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom? How many times have you heard the traditional rulers talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What of Professor Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, or whatever it's called? Imagine Ohanes Ndibo, led by Professor Iwanyanwu, is organizing for Ndibo to go and beg the Fulani for forgiveness because of 1966, I mean 19 whatever coup that happened. Can you imagine such nonsense? A whole of Ohanes Ndibo is organizing the Eastern governors to go and beg Fulani for forgiveness because one of their papa was killed. But the same Ohanes Ndibo have not called for anything, any revenge for the massacre of Enugu indigenous in also one. And they will come out to tell me, you are Nwoku, you are Nwamiri, you are Nwose, you are Nwobi, you are Nwanti, you are Nwanka, you are lion, you are elephant, you are python, you are bingo. The people that are lions are dealing with you mercilessly. That is why I tell you that the moment the lawyers are working, we as a movement need to put a pressure on the government, not on international community. What concern international community concern our freedom? Your actions in Nigeria will draw the attention of international communities. When I preach this, a lot of you will get mad because all of you are coward. All of you are coward. And they want me to become the same coward like you people. Instead of me to on my camera and start deceiving people, I keep quiet. I can't deceive people. I tell you that bitter truth. The reason why they are treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like a nobody is because the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left behind have made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to look like nobody. Binta Nyako is threatening to put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case indefinitely to further notice, because there is no pressure coming from Nigeria government, coming from IPOB and the Biafrans to Nigeria government, but there is a pressure coming from Nigeria government to Binta Nyako. But when we tell you this, all of you will be looking. Imagine a freedom fighter have learned how to deal with Fulani, and you are busy looking for how to deal with your fellow comrade, and you want me to be happy. I can't, because I know what I am doing. My job is not to bring any person down. My job is to bring the Fulanis, my enemies, down. Iwanyangu is organizing Ohaneze Ndị Igbo and the Igbo governors to go and beg because the coup that Chukwumanzogu lead, they now target as an Igbo. Ndị Igbo is now going to beg, and is now printed. They are planning to print about more than millions of apology letters. And when they will go to the Sokoto, all these things, and they bow and beg, and they will give them conditions. You will see them. You will go and beg. But you forget Asaba massacre. Who will beg for those people? You beg. You forget Onitsha massacre. You forget Agui Ironsi. That is why I tell you people that we need to rise up. We need to rise up. Leave all these mental people, people that have mental. You know, when we are talking like this, you see somebody that is not mental stable, somebody that maybe is from psychiatric hospital, somebody like this somebody you know that he has mental problem. He will come and tell you, oh, you think DOS? Are we talking about DOS here? If you are not stupid and foolish at the same time, how does this topic concern DOS? Because all of you, when they call for action, you jump out to tell the world that DOS are not doing anything. Because your mental illness, you have a problem. Your problem, you are not a born freedom fighter. If you are a born freedom fighter, don't you know that as it is now, everywhere must be running helter scatter for the Fulanis and other non-Igbos? Don't you know? Mazi said, let there be peace. Is peace among Igbos, not peace among the Fulanis. But because you are so stupid, you are so foolish, once they say we need action for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, you will come and say, yes, this, because you are an animal. Because you are an animal. Because you are foolish. And these are the kind of bigos that will come and be saying that they stand with US. I told you people that not every human being that say he stand with US are human being. People like this Chibuzo are so-called foolish people that make people to run out of IPOB because they lack sense of reasoning. They don't know the meaning of freedom fighter. They think freedom fighters come here, I stand with the DOS, I stand with the DOS. Because I don't want to hear your apology. If you are not an idiot, if you are not a zombie, when you enter somebody's program, at least you listen for 10 minutes for you before you comment, so that you will know the direction the person is going and know the direction he is coming. But because you are an animal, you are an idiot. You think once you called US, then I hope you're map. You a zombie, and I can never align myself with an idiotic bingo like you. People like you are not supposed to be in a freedom fighting movement. That is how you people will enter other platforms. Instead of to sit down, listen, and know how to contribute, you will go there and make fool of yourself. And they will say IPOB don't have sense. Because of people like you. You are telling me sorry. Why will you tell me sorry? I don't need your sorry. I don't need your sorry. I only pity people like you, people who that will come and say you're a hardcore. Because why you did this is because you want somebody to see. Maybe you have called one coordinator now, or you don't call somebody, say, I want to go comment, maybe see that I'm a hardcore. That's what many of you are doing. That's why you go to platform and start vomiting rubbish. But you never think, how will other people, how are they looking at you guys? That's why I tell you, I am totally different from you guys. I come for freedom fighting. So I don't need your stupid and useless sorry. To hell with you and your sorry. I don't need people like you on this platform. People that your brain boss, they have collected it. You are a hero worshipper. Just nothing but a hero worshipper. Imagine how what you will be coordinating. That's how they put incompetent people all over, so in many positions, and everywhere is leaking like a roof without a zinc. Everything is leaking because they put people with a hole on their brain in a position. You think freedom is what you will now be making peace with every goat you see? No, freedom is how you will demonstrate to the world that you are a peacemaker. The world peacemaking movement. Hello, Ugbuna Chechereche. My 2 hands they up for you, peacemaker. Now you ask yourself, this is a DSS Interpol chairman telling you that they don't know the procedures. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He said it with his mouth. He denied it. In other words, Interpol was never involved in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question now is, who are the people who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What procedure do they use? How do they do it? Who are the people that are supposed to question these people? Where are the Ohanes and Igbo? Where are the so-called Igbo political leaders? Where is Patrick Ifanyoba that is approached Nigerian court in 2022? That he said he want to know the procedure they used to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have he been given an audience? What is the outcome of that very case? Election have come and gone. Patrick Ifanyoba is now silent. In the next 3 months or 4 months, when the Anambra primary election will start, campaign will start, you will see him. All of them will be going to DSS. They will go there to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and be making press release. When people like us will tell you that these people are evil, you will say, oh, what have let us glorify him. At least he has visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At least he has spoken. He is not coming to his senses. Which sense is he coming? He is looking for another political position. The value of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The moment this man made this statement, everyone should be asking, demanding, what are the procedures? How do they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do we still have value him? Do we have value Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fiscally or Meremere? What action can we take to make sure that we do something? These are the questions from every angle. That is why I told you people, I know the Batuam. It's so useless for me. Which one are Kuluna? Let's develop East. We are talking about development, Igbo development. Okay, forget development. We are fighting freedom. After you get your freedom, you talk about development. Developing your area while you are on a journey of freedom is making a blind investment. You risk everything because that freedom, what if tomorrow it happened that there will be a fracas like Ogun? What will happen to that thing you develop? Because many of you think when you talk about development, a lot of people will be jubilating. Have you checked the other side of it? Did Ojukwu plan for war in 1967? The answer is no. But they brought it for him. He left with no option than to defend his fatherland. Do you think that the people who brought that thing to Ojukwu cannot brought the same thing to you again? Are you not reasoning? What are you preparing in case they brought the same thing they give to Ojukwu, they now give it to you? How will you defend our land? Are you going to fight another defensive war? Or you are going to be a striker? And then will be the defense. We are not here to make you like us. But on this platform, brain, anyhow you want it, I give it. Each one udo, udo. Each one in pieces, one night pieces. Need look am KBA not here. What an pampagi or can you be praise him? Oh, you are doing a great job. I got to hell with your great job. We are not doing any great job, including me. There is nothing. Broadcasting is not a great job. The people that are doing a great job is Eastern Security Network. These are the men that is doing a great job. I already changed the tart chicken. More wine, expensive one for that one. But try holding that put on social media. Now that names. Okay? That is nothing. We want peace. We want peace. Look at Uzuwan. Uzuwan is enjoying the peace today. What have we done? Listen to this man.
For that individual.
Would sincerely like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpol Africa region. Thank you, sir, for coming on the news hour.
Thank you for having me.
You see it? The Vice President of Interpol is telling you that he knows nothing about the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was representing are not making it more difficult for the fulanis. We are welcoming the Fulani in our land. We feel like we are okay. We don't understand the game of the Fulani. If there is no any fiscal pressure coming to the Fulanis, to the government, they will keep on treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as nobody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sick for complete 3 years in DSS dungeon. What have they done? They are taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health for granted. In last month, we heard that they are giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2 types of medicine. One is the one that will cause his high BP to rise, and the one that will make his potassium again to rise a bit to calm, that will cause him heart attack. And you know that when any person die out of heart attack, you cannot hold any person responsible for it because sickness is a sickness. And we think we can fold our hands to make it very good so that we will be look more peaceful to the world. The more you look more peaceful to the world, the more useless you become. Is America a peaceful country? Why do you think American people fear them? Because they are rugged. They don't care about you. They choke maybe say. Look at Israel. Why is Israel not praying for Iran, praying for Hamas, praying for Jordan, praying for Lebanon? Why are they not praying for it? They know that the world can only intervene through your actions and your inactions. The action you take will draw the attention of the world, or through press release. When you start explaining your achievements for people to know your achievement, it means you achieve nothing. Allow the people who are not with you to see what you are doing, not you explaining to them. Let your work speak for you. The moment you start saying, we are the one doing this, okay, you are not doing anything. Allow the people to see it. Because the people have ear, they have eye, they have sense, they have mouth. That is why I tell you, are you not seeing the work of ESN? They tell you today, support ESN under the leadership of IPOB. He said, no, I don't want to support ESN. Look at you, one. And I ask some of you, does it mean that if ESN was not created, are we not going to do anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free? We should do something to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because his freedom is a sacrosanct. We need his freedom, which is Biafra restoration. The pressure need to be there. And you need any peace with Fulani. We don't need any unity with any Fulani person. That is why I keep on asking our people, why can't we put a ban on the Fulani activities in Biafra land? Are we forbidding it? That is shows we are fighting for freedom. Why can't we ban the Fulani in our land and enforce it? So that they will know that they are no longer welcome. So that people will know that we are not one. So that they will know that there is nothing like one Nigeria. But in as far as you are eating and dining, the Fulani, imagine the cows they give poison in the Yoruba. They are now bringing it in the Igbo land to sell the meat. And we say we are freedom fighter. Most of us now have gone inside waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out before you become a freedom fighter again. Your leader is kidnapped. Some of you resign and they re-enter, jumping like a motor without a direction, a scalar quantity, smoke without a direction. And when people like us speak, you see some bingos, I tell you, if you think you are getting it, you start doing it. Some of you want to be a hardcore, not to because to restore Biafra, but get to that is why many of you are holding position for years, nothing to write home about your position. No achievement, you don't even know what is going on. No, oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir, restore Biafra. Don't you know the meaning of freedom? Or no nama here freedom fighting. I have been saying this. Freedom comes with tears. Freedom comes with pain. Freedom comes with a lot of loss. Another got freedom naka. Another got freedom nofo. Another got anoji. Another water freedom noji. You get freedom through the actions you take physically, not spiritually. Nigeria today, the reason you see the whole politicians who was speaking before are no longer speaking because we have gone inside. The silence is too much. I must tell you the truth. With the hands we are using now, we can't achieve any freedom. Power must exchange hands before we can achieve freedom. There must be something you need to reject. Even the farming we are talking, people will not take the farming serious if you don't make them to understand the value of your farm. If you cannot stop Fulani from bringing their yams, beans, how will our people know that the hunger will come? Stop it so that they can go to the farm. You think you can? That is why any country that want to develop, that you have any of their products, they will ban people from importing the same product to their country, so that it will enable the people living in that very country to patronize the one they have. You need to stop Fulani from bringing their trains to Alibu, so that our people, when you say go to the farm, they will understand the meaning of farming. If they refuse to farm, hunger will catch them. You make the one that is coming out more expensive than the one you have in your land. Everything has a strategy. You think by telling, if we tell people go to the farm, they will go farm. They will not. Something need to push them to that farm. Something need to push them. The question now is, what will push our people into farming? It's by stopping Fulani from bringing their own. Then our people will start cultivating. These are the strategies. But we cannot do it, and our people cannot take us serious. That is why in every country there is something called law enforcement. Any order you give, there must something to force it. If you don't have something to force it, you can never achieve anything. In this 21st century, in Anambra Ukpo, Enugagidi, the Enugagidi security indigents now is defending the Fulanis, telling you that Fulani is not in their time. But we are hearing about the Fulani kidnapping. Now let me show Enugu this thing. Let me show Enugu indigenous security, what security is all about. Let us watch this video. Where is the video? Where is it? Where is it? I am not saying that they are the best, but I am telling you, this is how things have been done. Watch this video. Now, this is the Edo State vigilante. This is Edo State vigilante. You see how they are sending Fulani packing. Now, show me where Anambra State vigilante is showing the Fulani packing. Upon the kidnapping and the killing of the Fulanis in our land, show me where the AVG, the Anambra vigilante, whatever. Show me where they are showing the Fulani to pack in our land. They cannot do it. Rather, we will see if they do special squad protecting the vigilante. When I tell you that if they do special squad is a Boko Haram squad terrorizing Alibo, some of you will not understand. Now watch what vigilante of other people is doing. Amatokun is in Yoruba land chasing Fulani. What vigilante is in Alibo today chasing the Fulani? You leave everything for Eastern Security Network. That is why I am begging Mazi Nnamdi, don't give Eastern Security Network. Allow our people to hold their vigilante accountable until our people start dealing with the vigilante, telling them to go after Fulani. Then ESN should have a rest. I am begging Mazi Nnamdi. Everything. This is not the fight of ESN. Allow them to rest. Simple as that. We don't need to bother. Look at Amatokun. It's in Yoruba land. It's their indigenous vigilante working. See those state vigilante. Watch it. See those state vigilante.
Camp inside forest. This is Edo State Security Network.
In Afia.
Bush Kobe. Yes, this is where they stay. This is their heart. Fulani camp at Esan West local government in the village called Battle village now Ishiolire. In the camp called Ishiolire. This is their camp, Fulani camp, where they stay. Those evil at the local government. Okay, Agbede. Okay, this is Agbede. We entered through Esan West and finally landed ourselves at Agbede. This is a camp where the Fulani stays. Look at it. Look at it. This is where they stay. These are members of State Security Network. Member of State Security Network in their camp at Agbede Anzis in Edo State local government, in Edo State of Nigeria. Agbede Anzis. This is where they stays. Constitute evil. Then look at them. Look at their children. Look at their children. Look at their children. Look at one of their wife, their mother. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. A camp where the Fulanis settle down inside the forest in Edo State. This is Agbede Anzis. Kai, look at this. Look at their house. Look at the buildings. Look at their houses. They constructed by themselves where they live. Inside the tropical forest. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
I believe you watch it. Okay, watch again. Now, I ask indigenous vigilante, what are you people doing? You see the reason other people, other tribe, they don't give a fuck of others. They take actions. Manadi, we are now we hold the business. Okay, you know hold any business for Nigeria. Without you, Nigeria not gonna know whether it exists. The richest man in Africa is not an Igbo man. The richest man in Nigeria is not an Igbo man. Dangote produce cement, produce spaghetti, produce salt, produce sugar, produce tomato. He produce anything. In other words, these are the meaning of business. And I ask you again, Ebonyi State, Fulani is killing you people, but you don't have the nerves, the power to confront Fulani, but you have the power to go and fight yourself. As of yesterday, I did it before yesterday, one of the two communities in Ebonyi, we are slaughtered themselves, more than 18 people, both pregnant women and the children, died. But Fulani will come the same village and slaughter you. None of you will have that power to confront them. Rather, you will be doing video and all of you will run out. But you can have your gun and bullets to confront your neighbor village, who is not a Fulani. Look at Uzuwa in Enugu State. Look at Uzuwa and how Fulani slaughtered them. All the community run. But if it is a community clash now, all of them will come. They will have guns and bullets. They start fighting themselves. And you tell me that we don't know. The question I ask you again, what is the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What is the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are we going to be forming hardcore? 4 years ago, 4 years in check something happen so that you will show your lion in you. You are waiting. 3 years have gone. Oh, Nelson Mandela spent 27 years. For that, Mazi, you have to spend 50 years in prison. If Nelson Mandela can spend 27 years in prison, Mazi is just 3 years. Oga, that is a statement of a weakling. That is a statement of a sabo. That the Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. That is not a reason you should allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to spend the same amount of years in prison. That is not any reasons. That Mazi say, if anything happened to me, if you find me, you don't see me, then born Nigeria. That does not mean that you must wait until something happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are here to tell you the truth. Ask yourself, the Nigerian government is pressuring Binta Nyako using the case of her husband and son, using the money they steal in Adamawa to make sure that his jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in exchange of to give her husband and son freedom. They went and bring back the case that was buried how many years ago to threatening him. That is pressure. The question now is, what are the pressure the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo is mounting on the Nigeria government to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What are the pressure the Igbo political leaders are mounting on the Nigeria government to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The question now is, what are the Biafrans? What pressure are we mounting to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed? We leave everything for Eastern Security Network and the DOS IPOB. We only leave it for DOS and IPOB to do. You never ask yourself, this freedom cannot be getting by only DOS and the IPOB. That is the truth. That is the truth. Ask yourself, if we continue in this direction, the Fulani are not folding their hands. So don't think that it is the same Fulani, the Nigerian government have only one strategy. When they weaken you finish, they will dare you to do your worst when they know that you can't do nothing again. Because ndị Igbo na-atụ inu na-asị gị na eme ngwa ngwa eme ya ọdachi ka ejiri ehihie wee tụọ ewu ojii mgbe chi ka dị. You fold your hands. 3 years is not enough. Maazị atabela afọ onye nwe liver problem, onye nwe heart problem nọ n'ime nga for 3 years without a proper medical care. We cannot even come together on our own self. Ask yourself, as we are not even together, how will we now fight if something happens? I am here to tell you that bitter truth that you don't want to hear. I am not here to praise any person. This platform is not where we sing a praises song to any human being. We are here to tell everybody the reality. If you cannot face the reality, okay, you fuck out. You can't tell me we are planning. That you are planning is just an idea. I am telling you, what are you doing? Not planning. We have been planning since 19 date. Didn't Johannes Ndibo plan? Johannes Ndibo is planning. Igbo politicians is planning. The question is, what have they done? Any plan that can never execute is not a plan. Stop waiting for anyone telling you that he or she is planning. I have had enough of plans. So anything that I can see, whatever is your plan, keep it to yourself. Is Fulani still planning? Fulani, when they bring $100 million for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu head, is that not planned? How long did it take them to catch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and bring him back like fowl? It's a slap on our faces. It's a slap on every Biafran that the Interpol will come out and tell that they don't have any hand in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are still clapping, waiting. 3 years. You open mouth and tell me Nelson Mandela spent 27 years. Because Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, I should fold my hands and give and allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to spend 27 years in South African prison where Nelson Mandela is, with the DSS dungeon where Mazi Nnamdi is. Are they the same? Are they passing the same torture? Mother, greetings from here. We need to be speaking. Why those that are planning, those that will be executing their plan will continue to execute. And we will need to be speaking up. We cannot fold our hands and say, oh, because some people are planning, we will not go and sleep. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering in pain. Many of you don't know because you have not been in his shoe. Many of you have not expressed anything hardship, like prison or cell. I played the video of a vigilante group chasing out Fulani. Enugu have been slaughtered, Anambra have been slaughtered, Ebonyi have been slaughtered, Imo have been slaughtered. Have you seen any Igbo vigilante like Anambra State vigilante or Imo State vigilante chasing Fulani in Enugu State, in Imo State, in Abia State, in Anambra State? Have you seen anything? Must we leave everything for instant security network? The answer is no. The youth, the communities need to start working to defend ourselves, themselves. There must be a pressure that everybody must be feeling the heat before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. If any person telling you that a referendum, we can get a referendum by just with the shouting, writing to US, making press release, and America will say, oh, these people, they don't suffer well, though. I make we give them referendum. That can never happen. That can never happen. The Americans never care about your life. The British, who enslaved you for 400 years, who also continue taking your natural resources, will never care about you. You are the one to, let me tell you, fighting Nigeria and make that fight to hit the Britain in their kidney by stopping hitting the places they are taking the natural resources. We make them to intervene more fast. because they are not getting the oil they are getting from Russia. The only oil that is supplying, holding the Europeans today is Nigerian oil. They are taking it to sustain themselves. Ask any person that is living in Europe. The cost of energy now is very high because there is limited from Russia. If we now can still limit that of Nigeria, because Niger Republic have limited their own, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Guinea Conakry. If we can still use this opportunity to hit these people, it will hit them more. They will start negotiating for the freedom where it will be less for them. Let us stop being a coward. A coward die many times before their time. What the world will say doesn't matter any longer. Nobody is the world. We are, all of us are in the world. If with the Niger Republic we are thinking, what will the world will say? Do you think that in France we leave Niger Republic? If Burkina Faso, we are thinking what BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN will report about Burkina Faso. Do you think Ibrahim Traore will be making waves for Burkina Faso today? If Mali, we are thinking about what America will say. Do you think that those people will ever get up? Oh God, your right is your right. Fight for it. Fight for it. Stop waiting for vengeance for the Lord, because there is no any law that will avenge for you. We need to rise up. Let's go back in farming. Nobody will go back to farming until you make them to go back to farm. I repeat, let's go back to farm. Nobody will listen to you. They were thinking, you are just playing. But when you ban the Fulani from bringing their bees, their poison yams and all this, their nonsense product to our land, it will make our people to go into farming, because they will not live in hunger. They will understand the importance of farming. But in as far as they are still consuming the Fulani product, you are telling them to go for farming. They will never. That is why, if any country want to market their product, if Italy today want to sell more of their product, they will hide the price of the incoming one. That is why when if they want, like for instance now, or when Dangote started producing rice, all this thing, you see that they bound those people importing what Dangote produce. They bound them in order for you to left with no choice than to patronize Dangote product. They bank in Beto so that you will left with no choice than to focus on Dangote. Today, Dangote products sell over the country. But if they allow others to be importing, you will have alternative. You have more choice. Maybe Dangote will not even be selling, because you will realize that there is more other quality that is better than Dangote with cheaper price. You will go for it. But because they want Dangote to grow, they ban every product that Dangote is producing. They ban people from importing it. If they had not closed border, will you remember Dangote cement or all those things? These are strategies. You need to apply it while making a statement and enforce it. If you want our people to farm well now, put a band on a Fulani cow. You will see that our people will learn how to rear goat. Our people will learn how to rear their own cow. Put a band on the Fulani beans and rice and all these things. Our people will go into farming with speed. You will see all this business. They will see it as an opportunity to invest into farming, because they will now know, this thing is a growing business. They will dive into it, and within a short period of 1 year, you will see it boom in our league. People will criticize it. Forget the people that will criticize it. People will come and yarn rubbish. We are buying this. It will must get hot for it to be cold. If it is not hot, it can never get cold. It's from hot you get cold. There are some measures, there are some actions you put in a place to achieve some desires. Everything is not all about let our college our people. No. You don't. There are measures you put. Our people will learn in a hard way. Our people can never learn in a soft way. That is why I tell you people, you see this freedom. Freedom is by force. Freedom is not by choice. Freedom is by force. That is why it's called freedom fighting. It is by choice. They will call it freedom choice. Because while you are fighting for freedom, it's either you make it or you lose it. Either you lose your life or you get your life. That is freedom. Freedom is a do or die affair, in case many of you don't know. We are not here to pamper you. We are not here to please you. We are not here to make you happy. We are here to tell you the brutal truth. That truth, a lot of you don't want to say because they will say you have compromised. Yes, allow me to compromise so that you hear that truth. I have chosen to be compromised and tell you the bitter truth that we yield a good fruit tomorrow. Every of my message, in 1,000 years, you will hear my MAP say this. And inside you, within you, you know, this thing, this man is saying is the pure truth. Our people can never go into farming without being enforced. And we can never get it right without taking the measures, without pressuring for it. The same way, if you don't have contact, you don't have connect, you don't have money. Is Bobrisky not in prison? Bobrisky is in prison. What was his offense? The same offense our celebrity Cubana chief priest committed. But because the lawyer of Bobrisky is so daft and the zombie, he tell Bobrisky, go and say you are guilty before the court. I want to use the case of Bobrisky and Cubana chief priest as a case study so that you will know that, yes, they are both lawyers, but when you are not well informed, you will suffer. Are you aware that day before yesterday was the case of Cubana chief priest? The same offense Bobrisky committed. And in the court, they now tell Cubana chief priest, go outside and settle with EFCC for the abuse of Naira and the Go House. Case closed. Me and you know that go and settle with EFCCs. Go and ask EFCC how much will you people collect to close the case. They will talk and they will settle them. You will go. But Bobrisky is serving 6 months in prison. Ask yourself why? Because the lawyer of Cubana knows the strategy. He knows there is a way you cannot admit. You don't admit anything. The same way we cannot say we are making peace with any person. You are not guilty of anything. Do it. You are not guilty. Nobody will prove you guilty. We say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be there. And which lawyer? Our lawyer Jumakoye free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with this brain. Rather me give up. Giving up is not in my agenda. And that's why I don't want people to be praising me. Because once you are praising me, before you know it, you say, Mazi, you are disappointed. I don't need your disappointment. Amaka disappoint me. Confusion. We tell you the fact and figures. Now, that brings me to the second topic. Our land is set to be taken over by the Fulani. The reason we have left everything for only IPOB. The question traditional, is IPOB fighting for freedom or is IPOB now trying to become a security to Nigeria government? The question I want to ask Ndigo and Biafrans is this. Is IPOB a freedom fighting movement or they are security to Nigeria government. We are not Nigerian security, and we are not a security to Ndibo too. If there is a point you allow the people to feel something, the way we are going, the Igbo land to precisely have relaxed. They now depend on Eastern Security Network and the IPOB to cater for all three of their security. And these people are not contributing to the Eastern Security Network. These people, we see the same Nigerian police and Nigerian Boko Haram killing the Eastern Security Network. The same community cannot protest and say no. Any attack on the Eastern Security Network is an attack on the Igbo. Do you want to tell me that if Igbo youth, Igbo women, Igbo, our fathers and our mothers, our youth, those that are not in IPOB, do you want to tell me that if these people protest and say attack on Eastern Security Network is an attack on Igbo land, do you think that Nigerian army will not have a remorse? Why are they relaxing and folding their hands while the Boko Haram in uniform are killing the Eastern Security Network? The same Eastern Security Network they will call to come and rescue them. Somebody is dying for you, but you cannot protest to protect that person. Some of the villages we go to the extent of inviting Nigerian army, pointing the Eastern Security Network family members to be destroyed. What effort are the people we are protecting? What effort are they doing? What effort are they making to give the Eastern Security Network protection that they can give? That is why I ask you, why we are doing things. You need to allow the people we are fighting for, prefer the other side. You should allow them to test the other side. When they test it, they will call for you. If the people, since the Eastern Security Network is protecting them, they should fight the Nigerian army to go out. How many Igbo people have protested and say, we don't want Nigerian army in their community? How many of them? Are they not? Why can't they do it? Why can't Uzu one in Enugu? Why can't the full local government, the whole community there, protest against Nigerian army, not Fulani? Say, we don't need the Nigerian army here. This land, the people that have been protecting it is Eastern Security Network. And for that, Nigerian army, leave our community. They have the right. It is their right. But you never do it, and you want me to die for you. That is why when people like us speak, if you are not, if the spirit of freedom is not in you, you will always see me as your enemy. I stand for freedom, justice and equity, equality. That is why you must be very careful. If you are not genuine, don't come close to me. If you are not pure in heart, don't come close to me. Because we can never align. We will be like kerosene and the water. That can never mix together. Is it not the duty of the people in the villages and in the communities to start asking the vigilantes, the PGs, the question about their activities? Why are they not chasing the Fulani in our land? Is it not the duty of Anambra indigenes to ask their vigilante, what is this Fulani people doing here? Since you people call for their disbandment, tell them to, all of them to drop their arms since they cannot protect the village. What is Nigerian checking point, anti-checking point doing in your community? Why Fulani is still kidnapping you? And the Nigeria can never hold any Fulani? Why are you still hoping on one Nigeria? I am asking you. You leave your land to be taken over by the Fulanis. Fulani terrorizing you in your village. And your Igbo will tell you, pay levy for vigilante. Can't you ask them, what is the job of vigilantes? What is the job of Nigerian police? What is the job of Nigerian army? Why are you not seeing the Francas Nigerian army exchanging bullets with the Fulanis? Why is anytime the Fulani are striking, destroying and killing you, why are Nigerian army not coming to confront them? Why is it that it's only when the Fulanis have done their doings finished and go out, the Nigerian army will come with their healers asking you, wait them, where are they? We have spoken with one of the eyewitness. He now say the Fulanis, they came through this road and they escaped this through road. We have marked our men on ground. We will fish them out. That is why I am telling you, the activities of IPOB leadership is on. Yes, I am not talking. The leadership of IPOB, they are doing their job, but their job is not the only job that will restore Biafra. What will restore Biafra is the effort to the people that you are trying to rescue. Do you understand me? So when I speak, a lot of you don't. The job that will restore Biafra, every PG, every IPOA, I mean every Biafrans, every Igbo man and every Biafrans need to put effort on their own way. Look at Edo Vigilante, Edo State Vigilante. I played the video, see it here. They are confronting Fulanis. This is Edo Vigilante. They are doing it to protect this their land. They are not waiting for freedom to come before they protect their land. This is a state-sponsored vigilante. They never go to fight their fellow people. They are fighting the real enemies. Do you see it? Now, I ask you, where
This
is
is
Anambra
Fulani
State
camp
vigilante? Where is
inside
Enugu State
forest. This is
vigilante?
Edo State Security Network
You know what I mean?
called Bush Kobe.
On Bush Company.
Yes, this is where they stay. This is their heart.
Do you see it? That is exactly what we are saying. That is exactly what we are saying. Everyone has a role to play. If you leave it for only IPOB, I say it, only IPOB cannot restore it, and only IPOB cannot fight. The fight must be everyone. That's why I want IPOB to make it, put it the way that it will affect every person, and they will start contributing. They will not contribute unless you force them. That is what my own call, so that you will understand me. The leadership, they are doing marvelously well on their own side, but that is not enough. They need everyone to put hands. The same way, when you check the Ariwa, you see that when Ariwa people may do something, they will force other people to join them. When Ariwa say nobody will bring food for the East, they put the mount block, then force their people. We should have such also mentality. We see them as people that don't know anything. Organa, we don't know anything. These people, they know everything. As we are fighting for freedom, let me tell you, this freedom will start having shape the moment we start banning the activities of the Fulanis in our towns, in their products. Okay? Any day we start finding all those things. The Afra people say we are their bookies. I'm telling you, I knew about their bookie here. You know why? 2 or 3 times, the Fulani have give order that they will not bring something to us. Have we done anything to retaliate? And they force their people to follow it. Do you think that if they had not mounted all those blocks, their people will violate that order, but they enforce it? That is why I tell you, if ESN is in the town and the town people are doing smashment, ESN should allow that town to test the Fulani. At least when by now every community should stand on the side of ESN to know that these people are in support of Biafra. Since they don't want to be a member of IPOB, they don't want. Let them state their stand clear that we in this community, we the entire community reject the activities of Nigerian government. Stop inviting Nigerian army. They cannot fight Fulani. That is why you have not seen any Nigerian army. Our land is set to be taken over by the Fulanis because we leave everything for Eastern Security Network. How can Eastern Security Network be battling Fulani and Nigerian army is battling them? The Fulani is battling them. Police is battling them. You as an Igbo man, you as a Biafra, you cannot even tell give information of the people in your village that is against the ESN. You cannot. When we tell you there are some certain actions that will affect the people, but you will not be looking at the effect. Look at the result that will come at the end. If we cannot ban the activities of the Fulanis totally in Biafra land, when I say total banding, this struggle will not have shape. For this struggle to have a very good shape and the direction that every human being will be feeling the heat, there must be a very pure ban on the Fulanis in our land. You know why? When you give that ban, there must be a reaction. The reaction is what you are looking for. That will give you the result. Actually, you can't tell me you don't know what I am saying. You know it. Mazi is in the right place where he should be for Biafra to be restored. The question now is, what are we doing for the Biafra to be restored? What are the actions? You can't tell me, oh, we are going back to farming. All those things are useless. What measure are you putting for us to go back to farm? I have said it countless times. Going back to our farm, we can't do that by saying it. There is no way we will go back to farming while Fulani are still bringing their products in our land. If the leadership want us to go back to our land, let them put the ban on the Fulani beans, Fulani yam, Fulani cow, Fulani goat, Fulani ram, and enforce it. The next 1 month, when the Igbo don't see all those Fulani products, they will remember that, yes, you tell them to go into farming. They will start. You will see these big men with the big money. You will see Caterpillar in the bushes. People like Obi Kubana, we see it as an avenue of business that will push them to invest in the business with a huge money. And in order, then we'll be becoming billionaire and you will be getting your results. At initial stage, it will make food scarce. High cost of food will come. Yes, we know all these things, but watch the results in the end. That is how you achieve something. Or by mere mouth, let's go back to our farming. Nobody will go back to farming. Nobody. That is why every country know that before you put a law, you must put a law enforcement. Because there is no law without law enforcement. Any law that don't have another people that will enforce it to the people, nobody will obey that law. That law become useless. The law will become useless the moment there is no law enforcement. In everything you do, before you make any move, put the law enforcement. Before, tell any country. The reason why Nigeria and Africa is moving backward is because there is no law enforcement. If there is law enforcement in Nigeria, the only thing Yahya Bello will be moving freely. But because there is no law enforcement, that we enforce the law to the people. Everybody and then make us be. In this freedom we are moving. In this freedom we are moving. We must understand, we must embrace ourselves to face the hard truth. We must not be so emotional to be clapping hands like Ndakolomaka, like law choosing members or Jehovah Witness. We must be made up our mind to accept the hard truth. When you want to do something, okay, do it in a way that people will know you are doing something. We should stop making things more making it look like we are not serious. Before any announcement, must consult, ask for ideas, ask for way forward. Once you announce it, you start it. That is why when we speak, a lot of people will always come here to yap nonsense. You will not be happy with me because you want somebody to praise you. Me, I want my spirit to be at rest, to be happy with me, not with another person. The spirit that tell me you're a freedom fighter is what I'm listening to. Anything we are doing today, before we make any pronouncement, the first thing we should put in a place is the people that will enforce that thing we are about to say. There is nothing will happen without any enforcement. Not to talk of ndị Igbo. Ask yourself, everything you said without enforcement, have you achieved anyone? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is suffering because the politicians tell us we will go. I pipe low. We went and pipe low without telling them, Oga, if you want us to pipe low, Oga, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not out, Oga, we all will continue to this suffer. But we listen to our politicians today. Where are they? The Fulanis understand that you don't drop your gun because your enemies smile at you. The Fulanis understand that when you are asking for cup and somebody tell you, go, you drop it, we'll bring that cup later. You cannot drop that thing you are holding. You will say, go and get me that cup. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu demonstrated it in 2015-16 when the Ohanes and the Eastern governors tell him, Mazi, we are bringing the restructure under John Onyanwodo of Enugu State. They told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, drop Biafra, we are bringing restructure. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu replied them and said, oh, you are bringing restructure. Okay, I will hold my Biafra, bring the restructure. If I see the restructure, I will drop Biafra. Where is the restructure today? All of them go into the runaway. You need to know what you are holding and make your demand. Let them go and bring it. What of 2019, when they tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this and that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pity them and say, okay, let's give them a trial in 2019. What happened? What happened? These are the things that contributed in the suffering we are suffering today. You don't make mistake 2 times. When you give the person the first chance, he fails. When he comes for the second time, don't give them that chance. We give them that chance in 2019. Where are those things today? You don't risk your freedom with anything. Oh my God. I think it is high time we know that the real enemies we have is the Fulanis. Because when you talk about the government, you talk about the Fulanis. There is nothing like federal government and the Fulani different. They are the same thing. If you want to deal with the federal government the way it will hurt them well, deal with the Fulanis, you will see the federal government will be running mad. The federal government are the Fulanis. Once you hit them, you punch the Fulanis in this place, you will see the Nigerian government will come out. You will know your enemies. Let us know our target and target where. This is a struggle we have faced the moment we take this fight to the Fulanis. Don't tell me the federal government. No. If you want to know if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Fulani man, deal with Fulani. The Fulani will pressure him. By that, you will know your enemy. You will see the leg they are bringing. I know what I'm saying. I have studied these people. Don't say because Yoruba man is in the power, let us focus on the Yoruba people. No. Yorubas, we know they are cunning people. But the main problem, our number one problem today is the Fulani. If we need solution, we should go for the Fulani. How many Yoruba yam are you eating in Ali? How many Yoruba cow are you slaughtering? How many Yoruba people come to Ali to slaughter you? How many Yoruba people come to Ali to kill you? How many? They are not doing that. You are the one who go to their land. And they are telling you that since the Fulani is not there, they are using it to set an example what you will be doing in your land. The Yorubas are setting the pace for us to learn by demolishing our properties. Oga Kenya Fulani also. Kenya also. Stop all this thing. Mazi never say, let there be peace between any Igbo man with the Fulani. He said, let there be peace between Igbo and the Igbo. Between Biafrans and Biafrans. Not between Fulani. Oga telling me that Mazi say peace. Oga, you don't know the peace Mazi is talking. Because Mazi can never be at peace with the Fulani. Because of Fulani, Mazi created instant security network and raised the dragon flag. And they tell us that the dragon flag of ESN can never come down. We have forgotten this. The PGs who are working for all these Fulanis. I want to give you a set example. When I say set an example, I am not Oga. If you want to set an example so that the person will know the reason why he was set an example with. That is why you can't see me typing only Hope Uzodinma is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who is Hope Uzodinma? Is it not a slap on IPOB faces? Is it not slap on us that we can say Hope Uzodinma is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not freed? And we allow him to be ruling in one state in Biafra land. And we come out and they're crying for the world. Do you know at times we contradict ourselves anyhow? Today we will say British holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Next tomorrow we will say America. Next tomorrow we will say Hope Uzodinma. That thing, we should stop it. We should stop it. Can you question here? The question is, if Hope Uzodinma is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what have we done to him to release him? So if you come to tell the world that Hope Uzodinma is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then Hope Uzodinma will be shaking. Will he shake? He will not shake. He will be laughing at you. Say, look at them. They are crying. Your tears is his joy. The more IPOB share tears, the more the like of Hope Uzodinma enjoy. So you have to clean up your tears. You face him. Find what you will do to him that will hit him hard. Okay? Weak point. Hit him left and right. You want to tell me that we cannot say, oh, let us face Kennedy's governor, see face go to this man. Anytime across, anytime up to an Imo State, I'm going to share the next time I'm it for one month. If you be on my platform in as a hardcore in as a one capia lion elephant. I will do it, Paul. I will show you. You think yes, Oga, your leader is in DSS dungeon. Use that thing that you want to use to deal with me to go and free him. That's your power. Use it. Also, one is on fire. Nteje is on fire. Okuz is on fire. The special squad of Ifitedunu is a Fulani squad. They are using this special squad Ifitedunu to commit to aid Fulanis. Go after those ones. Any governor, how can we be fighting for freedom and our governor is not under our control? How can we be fighting for freedom? Our governor is under the command of Fulani, and we are fighting for freedom. How can we get that freedom? All the governors in the Igbo, we are crying for them. Very soon we'll start crying for Emeka Ofo. Very soon, Emeka Ofo will be another topic. Let us descend on Emeka Ofo. Emeka Ofo is the Christ. Emeka Ofo is this. Emeka Ofo, after Emeka Ofo will shout, oh God, those things cannot scare people. If I told them you undo underground investigate, there are some certain things you will never hear on social media. Camp people in Enugagiri. Social media work. Nobody will even think here question put on social media. This is not a expose. This is not, it's not supposed to come on social media. On a very good day. I know that now 1,000 cows go down. The whole Fulani not there go down. Then can now make a press release. All I hear another supposed and make up for the same thing. Freedom kind of chop. And I like I am not here now news yali una cheno ya keji oyo na nazo hardcore ka akpa afage ka mazi futakwa gi nwanne mazi ama afuga as any person if you are not doing the right thing. And well, if people ma na ya ma made the right thing, I am not. He hide the question complain, I am complaining. From our Mazi Nnamdi electricity. Is inconsequential. That of electricity is none of IPOB business. If they like, may they give us light. If they like, may they not give light. Our focus is Biafra restoration. If the lights cannot come, all these Igbo content creator, what is their duty? Or the IPOB media warrior to even this whatever. We have no duty in that. I disagree with that one 100%. If Igbo content creator can be living well without talking about the electricity in their village with the IPOB media, I can never talk about it. Let them go to hell and die here. There are things you don't provoke me at times. If I say it, the thing I'll just buy my lot, to be honest with you. The thing just I ain't to remember. So other people non are legal, and they don't know how to rise up. If they are comfortable, our mission is Biafra restoration. It's not, we have nothing to do with light. I said it, MAP is Yokubundo. Anything concerning or destruction of a company is none of IPOB business. Let us restore Biafra. We have business with our electricity in Biafra land. To be honest, speaking with you, that is my stand on that. And with some certain things, on some unnecessary things I need to getting back to line or what concern IPOB concern electricity? Is that our business? All the Igbo content creators, all this they are useless celebrities, they cannot speak. No, they are not good to speak. Which one is their job? How can we be doing our job as a freedom fighter at the same time doing the job of other people? Allow them to be in darkness. Allow them to suffer it. That will be more reason they need to join IPOB. That should be more reason they should fight for their right. Now, if we now anywhere the fight come out, we jump and fight it for them. End of the day. When I see one post today, when they are talking about International Heroes Day, I see the idiot that made the post. He put this beggar, Oklora name there, put actor, Kanayo there, put Peter Doche, put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say, what an insult. What an insult. So Oklora now is a hero. A useless and a jobless a beggar in the internet is a hero. To tell you that people don't even know the meaning of hero. Then you bring actors. Yes, Peter Doche is a respected actor. Kanayo is a respected actor. But these people are not heroes. Nothing make them hero. They don't know. They are not. He is not in their name. Not to talk of rule. All those things are insult. Binta Nyako. On this note, nga drop number. No something you can call in to say one or two. If not, I will drop the curtain here. If you want to call in, call in. But I think we should know our job as a freedom fighter. We should leave those people. These people never enjoyment. These people never enjoyment every time. This freedom, Mama Nwisi. Anything I get to get all these people involved in this freedom, and I did be serious. Many people now find us jokers. Exactly, Mother Abuchi. I'm telling you, this Negemonti, a lot of people is now beginning to see us as a content creator and as a jokers. They take this movement for nothing, for granted. Because the hand there is not a hand of freedom movement. Here in a fight, table of freedom. In a fight, freedom. People in a fight, in a fight, freedom for them. The freedom we are fighting, the people don't know you are fighting for freedom. And they assume we are fighting. We are formidable. Okay? The people that we are fighting for need to be feeling the heat. Here, Kita Nebebe Ebonyi State. In Anya here. Now watch here. Here, obele one. Ebonyi State nwere ya anụ ọgụ. But Fulani will come to their land and kill all of them. Now watch. Manwa ma obele nwa. They assume that look at Ebonyi State is Abiza. They are fighting themselves. Why Fulani are killing them? Fulani got them Ebonyi State. Buche Chendi Madonna free. The villagers and all. Where is ESN? Where is ESN? But the same villagers will have gun and bullets to fight themselves. Never no Monty can cook again. This freedom need to get everybody involved. Anything I name, I get everybody involved. If not, okay, I need joke. I need joke too much. And I continue with Aka. One day, we are going backward. We are not going forward. We are going backward. The hand IPOBG now is not a hand of freedom fighting. It's the hand of Asia land in our failure. I KJ now back KJ fail. Yeah, back I now. But I say, we are working on this. We are planning because we are planning for complete 2021. Plan. Oga, at this point, all your plans should be ready. Start bringing them out. 3 years is enough for you to plan. Yeah, and I say you be patient. Don't fight out of emotion. Oga, only fight out of emotion. That is how you give governors 4 years. Before you know it, another 4 years. Aga. Today, nobody is talking about Rocha Sokorocha. Nobody is talking about other people that rule before him. Today, nobody is talking about Willie Obiano or Peter Obi. It's Soludo. Nobody is talking about Ojus or Kalu again. Okay, Zipazo. Nobody is talking about David Umahi. Nobody is talking about Ugwani and the rest. It's the new one. We have forgotten the past. That is the kind of life we will continue. How many people is still talking about Buhari? Buhari is gone, and nobody is talking. We are not talking about Tinubu because we don't know how to do things. Every time I tell him a case here, Mazi, relax. Relax. If you think you don't know how to do it, you can start to do your own. Okay? Step down on your position. Let me take that position, and you see how I do it. That yes. Before you come here, tell me, do it on your own way. Give me that position. When you did, make you see how I take one. Because you are complaining Nigeria is not working. Why can't you start working it? Because you know you are not the president. You can only complain. That is how I am complaining. Until they fail, then you are waiting for blame. We said this now. I talk this. Oga, let me say this again. Freedom is brutal. Do or die. We need to activate that spirit of do or die. Get everybody involved. Any place that is fighting for their freedom, don't enjoy. And well, anything you enjoy until you get your freedom. Unless you're not serious, can't do my platform. I have a lot of things to do in terms of comedy and many comedy skills. In terms of even and our church, I have all those skills. But this freedom have made me not to be into comedy. I will be a confirmed born comedian. Or not knock it. Looking from morning to night to we are very funny. Die. It's a rap. Looking at. They did not come back on my platform. Wait here. Mazi, be serious. They can put on as a comedian, naturally make comedy, can pop people out and say, hey, I want to perform, I want to perform, oh, I want to perform, I want to perform, oh, give me a chance to perform. Yo, I want to. Yeah, I can watch it now. I'm tinye or daggy a day. I think I made the video on the freestyle. I think I made the video on the freestyle. I want to perform. Give me stage to perform. I want to perform. Give me chance. If you're on TikTok now, you must not make composer. How many all these comedians say many comedy pass a message, muta something a comedy. Watching one man to be honest. Man, this Biafra just in focus or other things here there. So I not be serious and I can be done again. Just not a philanthropist. I can be a philanthropist too. Because once you go new for you bullet philanthropist. Maria. Maria, there's a make you balloon open the die, a kitten of a senior good. Maria Jupiter on a grass or sabro and on your regi. It ingers in a titty boom wine in it. No, God, that ingers enough for water or give you Jesus. Mar. So we know how to make people laugh. But this that is why I do have to go to our. That is why I do have to go to the comedy side. She can face here our freedom. To be honest with you, Ndelugi comedy. I'm into comedy. Every day can they release. Muama repeat one comedy. All them no bala. But I leave all these things. Open everything up Lego. Okay, Madam Nkiru Anyam. I rap for say Maria issue. I just not better get better. I just better get better. Okay, I no go. I rap Maria and did answer. So all of them know how to do comedy or how to do all these things to make money. Even if that one self, in terms of making charity, I'm a kege create video for charity. We'll video na agbada ego na enye people aka na ezigbo afa bulu okulu ụmụ nwanyị nwa. All these things I match all this strategy. Mana this Biafra nwere mgbe anyị ga-eji wee na-ebe anyị mee comedy time mee freedom. People are not take it serious. That's why I do decide ya ka ebe anyị ga-anọ comedy be make ego, deceive people, give them what they want and make them perish while you earn your living. Why freedom is lose your money, put your money, endanger your life, suffer to give your people a good life. So, but we choose to suffer and we choose to be a sacrificial lamb. So, and we cannot take because we choose this and they will say, oh, we want to save them without letting them know the pains we are passing through. A time, Gelu, you allow them to suffer. Let them make their mind calm down. Their mind they had in the ground according to them. Okay, what? So that's all I have to say for now. I say Mechuko Kikabiama, onye puri guide and protect you all. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every hands must be on deck to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie on Biafra restoration. And Biafra restoration does not lie on freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On this note, I say we must mount pressure for Biafra referendum and we must involve everyone. In rounding up of everything, again, let's go back to farming. By saying it with Ibiribano, nobody will go back to farm. If we want to go back to farming, let be a measure that will be put in a place. Banding of Fulani activities in Igbo land will enable our people to go into farming. I ban do Efindausa, Ewundausa, Torundausa, Bisindausa, Kedindausa, Jindausa, Dendausa, anything, carrot undausa, sugar cane undausa, ban anything that is bandable for Ndausa, and our people will see the reason to go back. You ejila anya dị mma basabat. They will hamaji anya dị mma whereby into farming. That is the truth. And we must mount pressure on Nigeria government to counter the pressure they are mounting on Binta Nyako to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we must not tell the Nigeria government anyway, there is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu offense, it's death penalty. On where Mazi has no offense. We must not wait. We must stop saying that if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will do this. Okay, I repeat. Highest, may one month protest the too much. 1 week, nothing we can do because the government will capitalize, create more chaos. So we must not wait. That thing can start doing it now. Use it to mount pressure. That is all I have to tell you. Every actions we take now is justifiable. Our leader is in the captive. Our leader is in the hands of the enemy. We need to do something to free our leader. 1 billion of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimako, or Ezekome cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The actions we take today, the steps we take, is what we free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the referendum is not gotten in court. And when independent with a referendum in court, we need to demand for our referendum. That's all I have to tell you. I remember my humble self. MAP is Zokubonido. 1, Biafra land. Day 1. Until I come your way again. Stay tuned for more videos. no retreat, no surrender. Support Eastern Security Network and support the leadership of IPOB. Under the Directorate of State, under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we only have one IPOB and one central command, and that is IPOB one family. The command is the Directorate of State. Any other person is just comedian.